In a city full of demons, someone has to keep the streets clean. And sooner or later, one of these creeps is going to lead me to the man who took my parents away.
A samurai on our hands.
Well, we can get deeper into the fan films, or what do you got for him, Fanboy Will?
To you. I've got a few. I couldn't go with basically.
I've got a page full.
What do you think about the upcoming? I don't know if it's possible, if it's going to happen, if it's not going to happen, but the upcoming Wonder Woman film.
Oh, Shadow of Destiny.
Yeah, whatever they're calling it,
Is that the DVD one?
What would be kind of like your ideal? If you're going to pick from Hollywood actresses, like what would be your ideal pick?
That's a good question. I mean, I actually had maybe three or four people I kind of eyed on that I could see if I had a chance to, do the big budget Hollywood version. But of course, it would be an origin story. Of course, you have to start with the origin story.
There you go. You're taking the Batman. Batman Begins. Can't lose with that.
I mean, literally, just take it. You have to kind of show the creation of this, superhero, and in that respect, I would have to start with a young actress to go that. I mean, the first person I could think of off my head was Megan Fox for some reason. Is
that the Transformer chick?
Transformer. I mean, she just has. The first time I saw her on Transformer, going, she's like a young Wonder Woman looking. I mean, she has the look.
She's got the boobs. Yep. Oh yeah, the eyes. I meant the eyes.
I was looking at the eyes, dude.
Boobs, eyes. I mean, eyes. Eyes. I tell you.
But yeah. I mean, I'm not really too keen on seeing her acting stuff yet. But I mean, just persona-wise, she has the look.
Potential. She has potential in the look.
The look, yeah. And possibly for a older Diana Prince person, I was even thinking of going to Jennifer Connelly, stuff like that.
That's my number one choice, actually.
Do you think she's too old, though? I mean,
well, yeah. I mean, if
it's arguable, I suppose.
A mature Wonder Woman, I was thinking,
Right.
I could see Jennifer Connelly be the mature Wonder Woman, maybe 10, 15 years down the road, of the career of Wonder Woman,
Yeah.
After coming from Paradise Island and stuff like that. I think she totally could pull it off. She has the stature, just the look, the sweetness in her, but yet she could still be strong.
Yeah, she's vulnerable, but at the same time, she's got that good acting ability where she could be
exactly.
I could whoop some ass at the same time,
Exactly.
So.
I mean, she has the body, too. I mean, the physicality, it's there.
Wowzers.
She has the whole package, I believe, to be the mature Wonder Woman,
Right.
And trying to find someone in between, I was kind of looking at maybe Jessica Biel at one time.
Okay.
Because a lot of people were telling me that Michelle O'Neill has a resemblance of Jessica Biel.
Yeah, I actually kind of picked up on that. I was like, her face. I was like, who does she look like? And then it kind of just struck me, it's just
a lot of references. Yeah, I could see Jennifer and Jessica Biel and Michelle going. Yeah, I mean, right. I told her, Michelle, that you remind me of Jessica Biel a lot too when I first met her too. And she goes, oh, cool. And so those are like the three that kind of range from young to old.
That's a good idea. I'd say the origin, never a bad idea.
Yeah.
So gets that new blood in the audience, get in the seats, gets bodies in the seats, and when they like that film, they move on to the next chapter, and then you got them. So, Chris, what about you? You got any picks or?
Maybe Lucy Lawless, maybe about 5 years ago. I don't know. Is Lucy Lawless too old?
Being Wonder Woman.
You think? Maybe she's not. Maybe she's not that good an actress to carry that off.
You know what? It's not like a whole. What the hell are you talking about? Choice. It's a good choice.
Yeah, I mean, I could see her play a mature Wonder Woman. You know, I mean,
she did the character in the last animated movie, right?
Yeah, she was.
What's that?
In Justice League.
Oh, was it Final Frontier?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, cool.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah,
she's got the, obviously from Xena, she's got the ability to fight. She's got that, the tough demeanor and the, don't mess with me kind of a situation going on. So, it'd be kind of a no-brainer. And, I mean, I always thought kind of, I don't know if it's more nowadays, but I would say Angelina Jolie. But, from Tomb Raider and everything.
I don't know.
Yeah.
As Wonder Woman, I don't know.
Well, I mean, because I see Angelina more Lara Croft than Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. It's kind of because
I agree with that.
She's kind of submitted herself as Lara Croft now,
Yeah.
And I can't believe she's into the thing, But I totally love Lara Croft, and I wish he would have done another one, but she's gone beyond that already.
Yeah.
Doing stuff like that. I mean,
they went and took on Wanted. I mean, I don't know if you guys read the graphic novel of Wanted or the comics, but it's such a departure from the material. It's just like crazy. It's about basically like supervillains in the real world, what they would be like. They're complete bastards in the comic if you read it. They just, they're in the costumes, they're right there like, just being complete pieces of crap. And the movie, I mean, like, part of the movie, they keep like this thing because the guy supposedly the son of this great villain.
Right.
Yeah.
Is, the guy's an incredible marksman. Like, he can hit a target, like he can, a mile away shoot through a dime,
Bullseye.
right in the center and stuff like that. So he actually learns along the way to curve a bullet.
Yeah.
And they talk about that in the graphic novel. You've never read it. Definitely everybody go out there, get Wanted, because it's fantastic. But so I'm glad they kept some of the elements, but at the same time I felt cheated because you look at it, it's like supervillains. It's like the Legion of Doom. Can you picture the Legion of Doom without costumes? You just like you can't picture. I'm Sullivan Grundy wearing a pantsuit. Like, you just can't.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Sullivan Grundy like Sears.
Yeah.
Wearing Nike.
I mean, it's a lot of times again, in Hollywood, there's always politics involved too.
I think it was money personally. They don't want to make the costumes. They don't want to hire the people to make that happen. I think they're just kind of like, well, we got cool. It does have a really cool kind of back understory, main story, which could be pulled off. With kind of like minimal costuming and stuff like that. So I could see it, but at the same time, I'm disappointed because I'm a huge fan of the actual book itself. So I'm like, I want to see the costumes. I want to see the guy with all black.
Yeah, that's kind of what really makes the story or the elements of what the story was all about is those attributes of the costumes and gadgets and stuff like that.
Right.
So.
I don't know how Hollywood's going to handle Wonder Woman. I hope they're kind of faithful.
Well, I mean, the last thing that was supposed to be with Josh Whedon, and he was going to talk about redesigning the whole costume from scratch or something like that, or whatever. I was going, oh no, we
want to make her look like a vampire.
Yeah,
why is that, Josh?
Wonder Woman the vampire. Yeah, exactly.
I wonder why.
I mean, it was a good choice at first because, he did a great job with Buffy and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, great job.
He has a good pulse on women and how to make them call it strong and all this and that. But I guess, from his, popularity and strength of who he is, I guess he said he had the, idea that he could do whatever he wants type of thing.
I mean, the guy's a phenomenal writer. If anybody reads Astonishing X-Men,
I mean, he's just all around great, but again, just like, you want to try to keep it to the fans, because this is what the fans have been waiting for, and they want to see what they know, but, live action, but still try to retain, the original source as possible, Right. But I heard he had
you can do it, I mean, Batman Begins, so they prove that. Spider-Man proves that. We take the costumes, but, we give it that little Hollywood touch to make it more believable. But we're still going to retain that element of, recognizable, costumes and all that stuff. So the fans are like, it's not really 110% Batman, but It's Batman. He's got the Batman's chest. He's got the cape and the cowl, and so he's got all the important elements. But it's more kind of real worldy, you know.
Yeah, real world applicant. You know, like you said.
I don't think it's going to look as good with a guy running around with a pair of gray long johns with black boxer shorts over it. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be as cool as you know. Come on, I mean, Adam West wore it well, but you know, that's a different story.
Oh yeah. It's back in the '60s, so everybody was wearing tights.
He was a swinging kind of guy. So
yeah, exactly. You know, and his old chum.
That's right. Old chum, my old buddy.
Yeah, you know, them going up and down the pole, whatever that's.
Not too phallic.
Yeah, no, yeah. Okay, well, anyway, I think I'm going off subject here now.
Yeah, just a tad. I mean, take my hand. I'll take you off subject really quick.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
Come on, Chris. Are you alive? We're going to have to give you the paddles again.
Hey, how'd you meet up with Michelle O'Neill?
It's so funny because she's been in most of all my projects ever since film school. You know, I actually had 3 different projects for film school, and I needed an actor, and I actually happened to hire my cousin, who's actually who plays the villain in Balance of Power, the one with the phone, and the one who gets his ass kicked in the first one. You know,
right?
Actually, Michelle's real boyfriend back then.
Oh. So she really wants to kick his ass.
Yeah, really.
This is when you got to take the remote last night.
So she had a little too much fun of it, and he actually took a couple of beatings for reals. You know, during the set. I was going, pretend, guys, pretend. You know, like
easy.
Yeah, but I met Michelle through my cousin because I had another project that I needed a couple for, and I asked them, "Do you happen to have a friend or someone who's an actress?" Because my girlfriend, who just recently moved into town, and I met up with her on the set of my shoot, and we became fast friends, and really just hung around, and kept doing some of my other projects for film school, and then when she heard about the auditions of Wonder Woman, that's when she came around to me and asked me. This is when I just recently graduated film school, if I could do an audition tape for her. But at first, I was like really reluctant. I was like going, Wonder Woman? Are you sure I was going to do that? Because I haven't seen anything since 1970s, the TV series, and I was having these visions of like this really god-awful audition tape. You just sit in front of the camera with this really Hollywood costume, really badly put together. And she said, look, I'm Wonder Woman, pew, pew, kind of thing. And I was just running the camera, and I was like in the back going, oh, no. But I go, let me get back to you in a week, okay? I told her that. And she kind of was a little disappointed that I didn't say yes right away, Mm-hmm. And I go, let me get back to you. Then I hung up with her and then thought about it, and I go, you know what? Let me just see what I could do with this. And actually, I didn't know really about fan films at the time. I decided, let me just try to do a small episode of like maybe you're watching an episode of.
Right. Well, this was 2004, right?
Minutes of it,
We're talking 2003 to 2004.
Yeah.
So fan films weren't really as prominent. As prominent as they are now.
Because I didn't really know anything, even that it existed.
Right.
I was just kind of doing a reel more for her, an audition reel, but I wanted to kind of utilize my knowledge of what I just learned in film school and stuff like that. And then just digital cameras were just really coming out to popularity too, and that's when I first time used the Panasonic 24p when it first just came out. And I said, oh crap, cool, So it was a lot of things, a lot of firsts for me at the time to try to do this. So I wrote this really quick, 6-minute script and showed it to her. And I kind of did some storyboards, and she goes, "Are you serious? You want to do this?" I go, "Yeah, let's do this." She goes, "Okay." So she jumped at it, and she helped also executive produce and pay some of the bills to get some like the costumes made and this and that and rentals and stuff like that, and get some of my friends from film school and some buddies in the project, and we shot it over a weekend at Chuck Stone's building. Just utilized the whole building for everything, and it was great fun. And I cut it together in about a week with music and all, and special effects and stuff like that. And I actually had sent it to Warner Brothers.
Wow. Okay.
Not knowing what was going to happen.
Right.
Oh, okay. Let's see what happens. A week later, got it back. Wasn't open. It had this nice little letter saying, "Unfortunately, we can't accept unsolicited yada yada yada." Da, 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 da. I'll go, okay. So and then I go, what am I going to do with this now? I did this really nice little. I had a screening a week prior, and everybody goes, "Oh, this is cool. It's fun. It's like really well done." I go, "Oh yeah, thank you." And I said, let me try to go put it on iPhones. Since I had like 2 of my school projects up there, just for fun. Put it up there. A week later, I was bombarded by all this email. Like, holy crap! Like, that was so good. That was cool. I haven't seen anything since 1970. I said, what more? I going, what the hell? I was like,
exactly.
Wow, apparently I have some kind of audience here.
Yeah, I was going, what the hell? What's this all about? Literally, I was just taken aback, and I forwarded some of the emails to Michelle, and she goes, holy shit.
Well, people just want to see their heroes in live action as real people.
Great. It was like, wow, I didn't know that. People been urging for something like this for that long, and since the 70s.
It's a character that's been very very much in his dormancy since the 70s. So it's like the truth.
Yeah, it was like, holy crap.
Yeah, it's got a huge fan base, so that was a wise idea.
And I was going, okay, let me see what I could do with this, and so I decided, okay, since the fans are requesting, sequel stuff, let me take it up a notch. Really kind of
what do they want
give
to see?
them what they're asking for. Right. So I decided to create a online screenplay contest like Project Greenlight, like that. So I just announced to everybody, REDCAPE Cinema is having a screenplay contest for the next Wonder Woman movie sequel. I kind of gave them some criteria that it has to kind of be this, kind of be that, has to kind of stick to the source and this and that and stuff like that, and try to utilize some of the characters I already had in the first one. But you could add, characters from the Wonder Woman universe and stuff like that, or integrated in the storyline stuff. So, and had all these submissions. I just started reading some were really bad. Some of them, like, I was like, okay, Then I read one, and I was like, oh, this is pretty good, And I found out it was his first script ever written, but he wrote it really well, structured well, and I picked it, and I had Michelle O'Neill call him, said he was the winner. Ed Merton told me that he literally almost fainted on the floor when he heard Michelle on the phone saying, "You just won."
No, he's just doing it because the girl was calling him. No.
Yeah, because after Wonder Woman, he was calling him. And he goes, "Oh,
this isn't my mom."
Yeah.
Is this Aunt Carol again?
Yeah. And then I said, yeah. And then she had a meeting phone and said, congratulations, Ed, you won the contest because we're going to make your movie.
That's awesome.
This whole crap going. And so we had, he had drove down to L.A. and be part of the set for a weekend, to be on crew and also kind of just hang around with cast and crew and stuff. And we housed them and stuff like that. So it's fun. And he was really ecstatic and just really just gracious. And from that, too, because that experience that he had on set, he actually decided to go into filmmaking also. He's become a filmmaker himself.
Sweet. What's his name, did you say?
Ed Merta.
Okay.
I'll call it, his name is spelled Merta. He's from Arizona.
Okay.
And but he was really just so taken aback with the experience that he decided, oh, this is cool. This is what I want to do too. So I kind of, he said that I kind of helped him launch his career on that. Cool.
Wow. Wait for him to be the next big thing. He'll be knocking on your door saying, hey,
yeah, I was going,
you did this for me, Ron.
I'm glad that I could,
right.
Help people, make decisions and kind of move into that field and stuff like that. Because, one of our, call it mottos or our mission statement is to kind of help other people who would like to move forward in, this field too, because we feel that, the whole philosophy of REDCAPE is, because we're trying to create quality cinematic storytelling with people who want to, help our cause, that in return will help them too.
Oh yeah, networking is key, right?
Exactly, networking. So like that. So I've been happy that to say that I've kind of helped launch a couple of careers with them helping us out and stuff like that. So I've been cool.
That's sweet.
That's one of the whole reasons why we're doing this. Help each other out and stuff like that, make it happen. Stuff. So so that's basically how I met Michelle, and the kind of short synopsis of how Wonder Woman was created, from her just asking me to make a demo tape, and then all this kind of happened from that. I just took full advantage of the situation.
In the sequel, you had new characters. You had, and more special effects. You had Lex Luthor and Superman, as you mentioned before, and
because I wanted to see how it could integrate Superman, and I was reading Alex Ross' Spirit of Truth, or is it Wonder Woman's?
I'm not familiar with that one.
I actually have it here in my collection. I can quickly. I'm trying to look for it.
The ending actually had a scene of Wonder Woman and Clark, and I was really touched with that scene because I wanted to integrate that into actually Wonder Woman. So I kind of rewrote the script a little bit to add that to kind of be a continuation to the next trilogy, to the next film.
Right.
So because kind of just wanted to show the human side of these superheroes.
They have a pretty big history together. That's goes back.
Yeah. So I want to kind of touch on that. That yes.
He's always got Wonder Woman on a booty call. Superman's got that little booty call going for him.
Yeah. Seriously. Yeah. So you want to go fly together or something like that?
Yeah. Lois is a bitch again. Let's meet at Burger King.
Yeah. So,
I'll take you out.
Meet me at the cafe. I'll be there in 1 second. So so that's how I kind of, because the original ending of Balance of Power didn't have that. I actually rewrote the ending to kind of integrate that.
Gotcha. Yeah.
That piece to kind of call it segue into the next movie, Shadow of Destiny, which will spotlight both Wonder Woman and Superman in the forefront, like that.
So you did the kind of the Iron Man thing. You did the credits, and then you had the little scene afterwards in both those.
Scene. Yeah. So because I saw a lot of films were doing that, I go, let me do that too. So just kind of again rewrote the ending to kind of be able to fit that in, and people go, oh, that's cool. And some people, when we had the screenings, go, don't leave yet. It's like, because in the credits they say, Lex Luthor goes, that's
what you got to be careful of, right?
On. Yeah. So go, just hold on, wait, look at so.
Beat the crowd and get the hell out of here. No, wait a minute. You want to stick around? Trust me. Just after the key grip.
Yeah, really.
I'm going to tell you something.
And we're just trying to get ready to finish off with Shadow of Destiny soon. And once that happens, hopefully our site starts crashing again.
All right. Oh, you got your own server now.
Computer, everyone, please.
Yeah.
Please do it.
So we're hoping to call it, kind of give it the final big bang of the Wonder Woman trilogy and stuff like that. It'd be kind of cool.
That'd be sweet. When do you anticipate that?
Well, like I said, I'm talking to the other production company and trying to get, logistics and stuff like that going, scheduling. It's always, no matter what you try to prep, it's always scheduling with people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always the number one problem is scheduling. It's like, damn. So I just want to see what everybody's availability and just kind of narrow it down to a certain month or something like that. So, and also, just trying to just make sure that, all the crew's there, and anything that we would need, equipment-wise, just logistically, just want to make sure everything is there we need.
Right.
I'm really a stickler in details and making sure it's planned out properly and stuff like that, and so hopefully, we may go into production maybe sometime summer 2009 and hopefully get something out by Christmas.
Oh, that's way too long. I can't wait that long.
We're talking tomorrow here, Ron. Come on.
Can't you film it this evening?
I know I'm good. I know I'm quick, but damn, it's like...
Can you film it tonight and get it online by the morning?
Seriously.
Well, there's going to be trouble.
Seriously.
It's called improv. Improv. Come on.
All I can say, it'll be worth the wait. All I can say,
Most fan films
that's
are.
Never a bad thing to hear. Never a bad thing to hear.
It'll be worth the wait. So that's why I keep telling people it'll be worth it. Trust me.
Right.
Trust me. I mean, because we
people.
So do that. But like I said, hopefully late next year, because also I have other productions too that are, in development and also getting on board. And because, I'm trying to do what, I'm trying RedCape to be like its own studio, have multiple projects running at the same time, and having different directors direct certain projects that I handpick and stuff like that. So basically, that's my kind of my long-term goal, is try to create RedCape as its own studio. Yeah, just like the way, like the Marvel studio has, like all these different projects going at the same time. It's all, comic book related and stuff like that. Because I also plan to open up hopefully an animation division.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So, and create animation and stuff like that. Because I really want to try to move up the tier to be close to, maybe Hollywood value production company, but yet knowing where my roots were, was fan films and grassroots and stuff like that. So I'm trying to utilize that to its full advantage to bring everybody along for the ride, to higher status, hopefully, and do hopefully to be able to do a crossover to to the big league like that, one of these days. Yeah, I've been gathering up a lot of different other directors from previous meetings and other, screenings, and just kind of getting the card and letting them know that I have projects that I would love to get guest directors for, and especially like my other prequel series, The Chronicles of Order. Each one will be a self-contained episode, from beginning to end, and it'll have the same tone as Battlestar Galactica, that kind of feel and look.
Oh, that dark.
Yeah, that dark, yeah, and it'll have there'll be a lot of history kind of intertwined, real history that intertwine with my story, that can be kind of interesting. But each story, each episode will be self-contained, like a beginning, middle, and ending. But there'll be like a subplot that keeps continuously running under it. So I want to have different directors direct different episodes. I might direct like the pilot and maybe a couple here and there, but I want have other people to have a chance to kind of show their stuff, and really just take a crack at TV producing, directing, and production, stuff like that, in the way that, I've been doing it right now, and just kind of really show it could be done, on a lower budget, but it's just the people you work with and the dedication and the vision, it really will speak for itself.
Right. As long as you got a good story with a new technology that's coming out, it's doable.
Yeah, it's doable. It's doable. Yeah, I mean, if there's anything else you would like to know,
Mr. Fanboy Will?
Yeah, I'm pretty tapped. The man has spoken.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
In volumes more than I usually do.
No, that's fine.
That's the whole point of the show,
Yeah.
We're a platform, so get up on there and sell.
I just want to say thank you for both for inviting me on this. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
To be on it. And,
we appreciate
having you on.
Well, thank you.
Keep making those films.
Well, I'll keep cracking it out as long as people want to see them. That's all that matters. And if for everybody out there, go to www.redcapecinema.com and check us out. All our stuff is on the main page for E, for Wonder Woman, and just keep looking out for new stuff. Wonder Woman, call it Shadow of Destiny, forthcoming. That's all I can say.
That's the big one.
And also Eve and everything else.
I think we got us a scoop here, Chris.
2009. Christmas present for 2009.
So Wonder Woman on the way.
When do you think, real quick, when do you think the new episodes of Eve will come out?
Well, we're looking into hopefully starting production on episodes 4, 5, and 6 sometime in the spring.
Okay.
And maybe wrapping it up in the summer with finishing of season 1. So again, too, you might get a double whammy of Eve and Wonder Woman.
There we go.
For Christmas.
All right.
Excellent. Some red cape goodness.
Yeah, it'll be. I was just looking over the 2009 calendar. It's going to be a fracking crazy year for RedCape. If I could say.
You can say fucking. We let you.
Oh, okay. Just want to try to keep it PG.
We just replace it with frickin' or cracker croaker. Cracker croaker.
You guys may also, call it Jeff Gonzaga from Torrid Productions.
I was going to ask you. You had the little.
That's his last name. That's the last piece of the puzzle.
Yeah,
disciple.
Well, we've been because I moved up to San Francisco, and he lives out in Oakland, and we've been really kind of being cahoots with each other now. Kind of just teaming up and trying to do things together. The Hero Fest thing we did at Comic-Con was okay. We were competing with Comic-Con. That's the thing.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the problem. And I heard a lot of horror stories from Comic-Con, too. From other
yeah.
Like I know.
A few people we interviewed, too.
Yeah.
Just not Jeff.
So we know not to do it again. That's all I could say.
Yeah, I think a lot of people like yourself are shying away from San Diego. It's totally going to be
it was
Hollywood.
Kind of rough, but we just we dedicated ourselves to do it and just get it done. But the people who were there enjoyed the show, really saw what we were doing, and really were appreciative that we were trying to do this stuff amidst with Goliath,
Yeah.
Across the street and stuff. But
it's going to be the San Diego Hollywood Con next year, I think, or something like that.
But Jeff actually is preparing to do something on his own up here in San Francisco. Yeah, he's been kind of running his own little events up here, which is kind of cool. It's like a local favorite, event that he has been going every year. He has these like BCN Horror Fest. He has local, filmmakers show their horror flicks. I was supposed to try to throw one together, but I just didn't have time.
Yeah.
And other stuff that he does. So I'm just been keeping tabs on him, and he actually helped me on Eve. He was my second unit director on one of the episodes.
Oh, I actually noticed that.
Yeah.
I saw that. I said, "Oh, wait a minute, get some fan film team up going on here."
Yeah, he I had hired him to do a certain scene, which I thought he was perfect for, and he goes, "Oh, cool, thank you." So it's like this building community, trying to kind of help each other out by helping them on my films. I help them in their stuff, and and we've been helping out other people on their projects. It's so funny. There was one project we were doing for another episode. There was 5 directors on a set, but they're all doing like grip and stuff like that, helping out this one other person who's was a first-time director. So it's really kind of cool, this camaraderie that we're having up here, that all these people just kind of banding and just want to help each other out. So it's really cool.
We need that to branch out. We need a lot more of that.
Yeah. So we're trying to give that philosophy, that we all can help each other and help each other move up the ladder, by helping each other. Like that. So.
No, it's a good philosophy.
Yeah.
It definitely is.
Yeah. All right, folks.
All right.
It's great chatting with you two finally.
Absolutely.
And you, buddy.
Anytime you could reach me, on my cell phone, or email, stuff like that. I'm always game to just shoot the breeze, chit chat.
Absolutely. Keep in touch and.
The update's coming soon, buddy. Don't worry, it includes Eve. So.
Okay. Well, great. Thank you.
Coming soon.
Yeah. Also, I'm always having a monthly newsletter called the Daily Caper.
Yeah, I get that.
I'll be sending out a new one, maybe hopefully by the end of the week, the November issue or something like that. So, it'll be great. And I'll give you guys a major plug on that and stuff.
That would be nice.
Oh, if you guys could just email me, like logos or whatever you guys want me to.
Okay. I can do that.
Chris, you got the goods, right?
Yeah, I'll take care of it. There's not really, you know what? That you mentioned it, a lot of people that we interview, I notice they don't. They might put like a little blurb up there, but they never really do anything. I don't know if it's just they're not happy with it, or I'm not sure.
I noticed that. Yeah.
Oh, well, I
the hell's a banner?
Yeah. So, I like to call it, help out, I guess, fellow filmmakers and constituents,
Yeah.
As much as I want to, as much as I can, Also, I'll plug it in the website and all the stuff, The more you can give me, the more I get to play with and position it properly and stuff like that.
All right.
All right.
I will send you stuff. Might take me a week or so because
no problem.
Usually I'm behind.
No problem. Do that. Okay, folks.
All right, Ron.
Well, thank you again.
Thank you very much, sir.
Take it easy, Ron.
We will talk again.
Finally.
You too. Okay, buddy.
Hopefully we can meet up in person one of these days,
Oh, we will. Once I try to hopefully get down to New York one of these days.
Our dream is to have like a gigantic, mega huge fan film.
That would be
event.
That would be so.
You would definitely be very much on the top of the list. So.
Well, thank you. That'd be so cool. That sounds like so much fun.
Like parents are starting to hear about fan films. So like, what are you fan films? What's that? So.
Yeah. All right, you two. Well, you guys
All right,
have a good evening.
All right, you do the same.
Over that.